I just need to keep momentum. Despite day 51 only being 15 kilometers, it was actually pretty tough. On paper, it was a super simple day. There wasn't much deviation in the terrain. It was only relatively short. The weather was pretty good. But after so much has happened in the last week, it was actually a bit of a battle to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And so, as a result, it was a bit slow going. So I rolled out of bed pretty late. I stuck around the Rocky Hut campsite for a while. Actually bumped into an old mate, Tom. So shout out to Tommy, who was showing one of his classes around. He's a high school teacher here in Adelaide. So he came over for a chat. So Tom, thanks for the conversation. But from there, it was tough going. I'm trying to rack my brain as to why that is. Obviously, it's been a fairly long 51 days, but particularly the last 4 days, where physically and mentally everything has been stretched to its limits. There's been some seriously unbelievable highs and some pretty devastating lows, in every sense of the word. So I think I've been averaging 25 kilometers a day over the last 4 days through some of the most outrageous terrain, and as a result, I think it's taking its toll a little bit. And mentally, obviously, there was a hell of a lot of stuff going on, particularly over the last couple of days. But it's just a matter of keep pushing on. There's no other way to look at it. Until I get to Cape Jervis, which I think is going to happen on day 59. As some of you well know, my maths isn't fantastic, so I'm probably going to be 1 day ahead of schedule, which is good and bad for various different reasons. In fact, yesterday morning when I pulled out the Kitpo Forest, I always say that wrong, Kitpo Forest to Cape Jervis map, supplied by the Friends of the Heysen Trail, it got a little emotional because it's the last map. It's one of those weird little situations that you don't see coming, or don't expect to happen, that you get emotional over pulling a map out of a bag. But it's the last map, the last of 8 maps, I think. So I've been through all of the maps, been all this way, and now I'm on to the last slither of paper to get me through to the end. There's a little bit of a moment on the start of day 51. But there was absolute beauty throughout day 51, actually. Kitpo Forest, again, expect the letters. But it's beautiful forests and beautiful pines, and it was, in fact, a really nice, pleasant walk, and I can see myself coming back and doing that again. And despite quite a bit of the day at the end being quite grey and dull, the sunset brought it on again. In fact, it's probably the first sunset I've seen, or at least appreciated, for some days, and it was a cracker. It was an absolute corker. So I managed to get the DSLR camera out on that, managed to get the iPhone out on that, and managed to appreciate it to its full capacity. Day 52 coming up now. I'm actually walking with an old mate, and I'll fill you in on that at the end of it. Catch ya.